Hi, it's Andy here, and I've been working with Simply Business to offer you free business advice if you're already running a business or you're thinking of starting one up. So you've been sending your questions in, so let's get started with them now. So question number one is, with everything going on now and we're in a recession, is now a good time to start my business? Now, I don't know whether there is a good time to start a business or whether there's a bad time. I think sometimes you've just got to get on and do it, depending on your circumstances. If you're sat there furloughed at the moment and you haven't got any work on with your employers, then yes, do it. Start with your business. But if you're with an employer now and you've got lots of work coming in and your industry may not be that busy, then maybe you want to hang on a little bit and do things on the weekend, start a little side hustle and try and build it up that way. There's no right and wrong answer for that. You only know the answer to that in your own circumstances. But one thing that does happen in businesses during a recession is your competitors or your future competitors will stop marketing completely because they're so worried about costs and things. They completely bring in their marketing operations, so they don't do any marketing. So that's when smart marketers, smart business owners will go out and they will market the hell out of their business because they want to be out there up above everybody else. So if you're going to go for it, if you're going to take the big step and go for your business, go out there and market your ass off because you will stand out head and shoulders above everybody else. Question 2 is, do you have any advice on how I can get a grasp of my accounts before I spend all of my tax money? That always happens to tradespeople, by the way. Most tradespeople I speak to, they get to the end of the tax year and they haven't put any money aside to pay for the tax bill. And especially this year, where we've probably had to use that money to survive throughout the COVID. Now, the first thing you should always do in a business, or if you're in a business already and you haven't done this, is get yourself a proper good accountant. You cannot beat having an accountant in your business. It doesn't cost that much for them to do a tax return, depending whether you're sole trader or limited. It's a bit more money if you're limited, but they're worth their weight in gold to have someone you can phone up and say, look, this letter's come from HMRC, because we love those brown letters, don't we? I don't know what to do with this. You've got to get yourself an accountant because they can tell you everything, how much money you owe, what they think you're going to owe. You know, when you're claiming for stuff that we've just done on the COVID, they could have helped you with all of that stuff. So if you haven't got one, get yourself an accountant. The second thing you should do is know your numbers in your business, and that is like fixed costs. So that would be your van or any buildings that you're in, the same costs every month are always there, and your variable costs, which are your materials, isn't it, and fuel, and maybe your marketing costs. What does it cost you in your business to break even, where you've paid yourself? What is that money to break even? Anything on top of that you should try and put back for tax. But there's something that I use which is called the salary calculator. It's a little app on my phone, and I can put a salary in there, what I should be earning for the year, and it will tell me exactly how much tax. Now, it's based on PAYE. It's not done for self-employed people, but it gives me like a general figure of amount of money that I should save back every month and every year so I can pay the dreaded tax man at the end of the year. So get yourself an accountant, know your numbers, and have a look at that app, Salary Calculator. The third question for today is, how do I get more customers if I'm quiet at the moment and I haven't got much business coming in? I've already got an existing business. There's two places that I would always start if I'm quiet with work, and that is my past customers, every customer that I've serviced in the past, and the second thing is referrals. Now, if you've worked for a few years, you will have a list of customers, a list of data. Now, you might have to go back through all of those people you've worked for and just work out what their email addresses are. Postal address would be good. Little job for you to do on an Excel spreadsheet. Just mainly get their email addresses and then sign up to like an email system. And I use something called Send in Blue, which won't cost you any money. It's free, and you can send about 1,000 emails a day, something like that. Load all those customers in there. You can write like the same email to them, and you can put like their name. You put their name in the front, and what type of job you did for them in there if you want, and just send out an email saying, "Hey, I love working for you. I'm free at the moment. I haven't got much work on at the moment. Is there any jobs that you need to in a minute?" Or you don't have to say that. You can say, "I've got a special offer for you at the moment. I will put one light in, put one half price." I don't know, something like that. Just go out to them, because they don't wake up in the morning thinking about you. They've got loads of other stuff to think about. You have to remind them that you're still there and you're still in business. So that's the first thing I do. And at the bottom of that email, or maybe you do this separately, is a referral campaign where you ask them, if you don't need me for your work, do you know anybody else, your friends or your family? And if you're working in places at the moment, leave a little card behind, or say it to them physically. I'm always looking for more work, so do you know anybody, your friends, family, colleagues at work, that would need my services? We'll be posting more answers as the days go on to your questions. So if you've got any more, just send some more questions in. Don't forget, you can swipe up below and you can see what Simply Business are offering you in the ways of a business boost, where they're actually offering a £10,000 competition where you can win 10 grand to help you set up a business or help you exist a business. And they've also got a fantastic support centre where you can find out what you're entitled to and any help you can get from them in the future. I hope to see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.